John Ortiz joins us to talk about a couple of horses entered on the Saturday card. Let's start with Mucho in the Commonwealth. Last race, he took a step back, but it was in the mud. What would tell me about that effort that day at Oakland?
Well, you know what? I was just really happy the way this horse ran opening weekend at Oaklawn. Obviously, he stepped up real good off the claim. And, the race was coming up pretty light. We decided to put him in there and take a shot. Unfortunately, it did rain a lot. And horse didn't take well to the track. He absolutely didn't hate it. He hated it. So I think we're just going to draw a line through that race. He's been great since the race. We just haven't had any opportunity to run back at Oaklawn. We decided to skip the hot springs, and we just brought him back up here. He seems to like the Keeneland course. So,
what about the 7 furlongs? Is that a good fit for him?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this horse was made to be about a 7 furlong horse. I thought for a minute that I was going to stretch him out to a mile, and I might eventually, obviously depending on how he does here. He was second in a grade 1 in the hopeful, I believe, as a 2-year-old. So he's got a lot of back class, and he does the 7, 6.5. He ran a 7 furlong race at Keeneland here, I believe, last year. So he's a horse that can do the distance, I believe.
What was it that you saw in him that gave you the confidence to take the claim? And obviously then it worked out well, like you said, in that first start.
You know what? I was watching this horse, race before, and then I seen him that he was claimed for 62.5, and I claimed him for 80. I just think the horse was ran back a little quick last time, and he needed a little bit of a break. He was pretty light when I got him, so we fattened him up, gained a little bit more muscle, and I think that he just wants to be a horse that just wants to be pampered a little bit. He's one of the ones that is most spoiled in the barn. So, a little TLC goes a long way.
Let's talk about Hollis in the Shaker Town, and you're going dirt to turf here. What was your thinking in picking this spot for Hollis?
Hollis, let's talk about barn favorites. Hollis has turned out to be one of the greatest claims I've made so far. One of the top, up there with Honey Bunny and Pretty Grilly. And this horse has just been a lot of fun. He's just a gritty little horse. He tries no matter what, wherever you put him, whatever distance. I think he just wants to please everybody. He just leaves it all out on the track. I'm a big fan of doing this, always cutting back in distance. I think it's a really good angle, especially as hard as he's been trying on the dirt. We gave him 2 shots on the dirt, stretching him out of 6. He obviously won a stakes race at Sam Houston, which I thought was a very impressive race just because of the way he battled down the stretch, came back and just, dead heated. But, to me, that's still a win. We got our picture taken, and he got his picture taken, and he knows. And, I think coming back to 5.5 is kind of going to be his little, I think it's his niche. I think he's going to show against some speed, and just catch me if you can with him.
And then lastly, as we're taping this, there's some rain in the forecast here in Lexington. If there's a little give in the ground, is that any issue for him, positive or negative?
No, I think this horse doesn't care what you could put him on at the beach. I think he's gonna just try his best. He doesn't mind a little gift to the turf course. Actually, he ran back in LSU. He ran in the preview sprint. They actually have rained a lot that week, and the ground was pretty deep and cut up, and you got the rails really deep, and he still tried. I mean, I think he was being 2 lanes for everything. And then the race at Pimlico and the Jim McKay, I think that track had a little gift to it as well. So no, I'm not worried about any surface. You go ahead and just throw this horse wherever you want. He's going to give it his best.
That was kind of fun. Thank you so much, and best of luck with both of them.
Thank you very much. Appreciate